Hello, what's up, y'all? We're gonna try this again, man. How's this shit live already, bro? I don't be understanding. Mic on. How does YouTube is not? Every time I hit the button, outside viewer. Let me see, man. Oh, streaming. I bet you it's got to be because it's multi, but that shit don't even make sense. Let me do this. All right. Back that out. Breaking news. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Are we good? Is the straight? Let me know what it's looking like right now, man. I'm hoping we straight. We straight. Hopefully we good. Hopefully we good. Right now, man, I appreciate y'all coming back through here. We trying to take the stream to the next level. You feel me? We trying to do some other stuff here, but technology, bro, won't technology sometimes. So let me see who all in the building. Let's get started there. Let's see what it talking about. And they supposed to be on the Hornets page. They ain't even there. Let me see. Make sure we good over here too. Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me all right? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? We good? We good? How much? I'm like 10 seconds ahead of y'all. Damn, they're a minute now. But do this for me, man. As y'all catch this part up, let me know where y'all tapped in from in the chat. And then we're gonna double back and then give some shout outs to everybody who in here in the chat right now. Let me know where you at. Let me know where you're tapping in from. Um, there we go. There we go. There we go. We back, man. Boy, I swear, man. Let me see. Chat and screen. There we go. This here be janky promoters, man. They call us struggle streaming, man. But we good. We good. So reality is all right. So we got my man FYS Sports in the building. But let me know where y'all tapped in from. I'm gonna go through here and read some of these comments shit that folks already said. So I want to get some shout outs. Michael Banks, shout out, man. Was first person back in here. That's much appreciated. Queen City say, hey, appreciate it. Retro Elite Gamer, what's up? AB the Hero, Michael Banks, that's what's up. Kill the like button. Kill it. Kill the like button, bro. Y'all came in aggressive the last time. And I apologize because I fell off the damn struggle stream what's happening. And we lost everybody. We was at 30 likes in the first you know what I'm saying, 3 minutes of that struggle stream. So go ahead and smack that boy this time as well, man. And it's always much appreciated. Big Baller News, Gary's finest in the house. What up, AB? Gary, Indiana, man. Straight up. All right. Patrick Rowland say, who's the new head coach? And well, it's ironic that you would say who's the new head coach because the new head coach is also the old head coach. So, you know, there's that. But we'll get into that. Please tell the big baller I need him as a mentor. Big facts, man. He's a dude with a lot of knowledge, wisdom out here in the streets, and you know how that is. Them when you got that knowledge and wisdom, sometimes it's hard to mentor, especially when he mentoring all of them boys. But let's see. My man, Flight Sports in the building. Flight Sports in the building. Shout out to Flight. Shout out to Flight. Pay heavy homage. Pay heavy homage. New coach is Steve Clifford. Boy, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'm a little baller making big moves. Straight up, man. He was the Hornets coach from 2013, 2018. A lot of spoilers from Queen City Hornets, but I appreciate it. Took us to the playoffs twice. He's all good defense and discipline. Straight up. Breaking news. New head coach is Big Bird from Sesame Street. Defense good. I don't know what WSG. I hope the G League head coach is fired. Also, I hope. No. Let me say this. I hate to be. I don't like being the guy who, like, you know what I'm saying, want people to get fired per se, but I hope that the strategy in which they use at the G League level gets revisited for sure. 100%. I hope that it gets revisited. Let me make a quick tweet, man. 'Cause I feel like the messages are falling off so fast. There we go. Chatter, alright. Hi, comment, chat box, facts. I like that idea too. Source. Visible. Yeah, let's do it. Nah. Control All right, here we go. Let's see if that helps. I don't think so. It ain't really moving no needle over there. All right. So let's see. Here you, Little Rock. We're reading some more of these. Little Rock, Arkansas in the building. Shout out to Little Rock, man. Shout out to Little Rock. Let's go back this way, man, because that ain't working anyway. Curve stomp the like button. That's what I'm saying. That's the type of aggression that we talking about. AB, who is this guy? Here's the thing that I wanted to talk about, right? And this is what I find funny, and I can acknowledge this, right? And as a Hornets fan of the past couple of years, I'm in the boat of who is this dude, right? I'm like one of those guys, self-admittedly, who I follow the Hornets because I rock with Melo. So and I think that this hiring to me makes that even more evident for me, because when I heard about it, it was like, we brought the guy back. I was thinking like, okay, y'all brought a guy back from many moons ago. I'm thinking like, okay, y'all got a guy. Y'all brought in the dude from a long, like, cause he look, vintage. I'm thinking vintage. Like y'all got a guy from 20 years ago, and all of a sudden he's still out here moving around. So y'all brought him back because he's the legacy that he brings to the organization. They went out and hired the dude who they had in there before the guy who they just fired. How much sense does that make? Somebody, to me, I don't know who it is, but somebody, that's a huge mishap. When all of a sudden you have a guy in place, and then you say, you know what, man, it ain't working out. You go bring in a new guy. You tell him, hey, it ain't working out. Actually, we gonna go back and get the guy before you. To me, if it's my money who getting spent, I got questions. How is this the new guy and the old guy? So my man, it's Aiden said right here. They replaced JB with the guy they hired to replace JB. So for me, as a new fan or just finding out about this dude, it's alarming. Let me grab this real quick. It's alarming to me. The first thing that I find out about you as a new Hornets fan, right? So I'm telling you, I admit it, that I'm just a Hornets fan simply because my man LaMelo. I can say that confidently. That is the case here with me. And so when y'all tell me, hey man, we drafted LaMelo. Let's go down to history here. We drafted a LaMelo Ball. And when we did that, you know, we picked him, but we wasn't sure what we had at the time. We got LaMelo Ball, but we wasn't sure we needed to see that out. He got to earn his stripes and all of this stuff. And then now we double back and you say to me, well, we had a guy on the squad as our coach and we didn't know what he had going. So we let him go. Now we bringing him back. God, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. If I'm Miles Bridges and I got the extension and the money coming up and I love Charlotte, I'm thinking like, yo, what is going on with this organization? If I'm a free agent and I got the opportunity to sign in Charlotte and I'm waiting on y'all to get a new coach, and then they say, oh yeah, we just hired a new coach, but we hired an old coach. I'm concerned. I just want to start there. Here is this. Let me see. David Quick say they hired a desperate guy they can control. I don't even know if it's that. And I don't know. It can't be a control thing. It can't be a dude who, hey, we're going to, because they had that in JB. They had that 1000% in Borrego. If I'm working for you, you fire me and then you want me to come back, you're not controlling me. We doing things my way now. That's the way I feel about it. So I don't think it's that. I don't think it's a death. If you get fired and then you come back and then now they got the leash on you even tighter than before, you hustling backwards. Queen City say you're gonna get some insight. Queen City, are you in the Discord? I'll have you can join the stream. I'll add you through the Discord if you're a part of the Discord. Let me know. If y'all need a Discord link, I will drop that in the chat as well, if need be. But let me hold on. I'm trying to do 76 things at once right now. So that's my thought. It can't be this ideal of like, yo, we got a guy in here who now we can control. I'll tell you what it is. And it's funny because I did a live stream last week. It's actually unlisted, but I need to I was going to cut it up into some clips and really, you know what I mean, then re-release it so it all made sense. But I reacted to a video and it was this reporter. And I should try to find it. I should try to find it so we could watch it again if you didn't see that clip. But here's something that he said that made me go, oh, wait a minute. And initially, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I thought it was hella shade, hella disrespect. But somehow it made sense. He was going off on Michael Jordan. He's talking about how Michael Jordan let's do this. He was going off on Michael Jordan, and that threw me off, right? But what he said in this clip, and it was honestly, it'd be even if I thought it wasn't going to take a million years for this computer to do it, I would just pull it up on the YouTube real quick. But so he was talking about Michael Jordan, and he was talking about how it's hard for this Hornets organization currently to find a coach because of the lack of creativity amongst the staff. Okay. And he was saying that a lot of these organizations are going out and then having the foresight or having the ability to see one of these assistants on a squad and say, you know what, something there. Like let's go get the assistant for such and such. We can go get a Darvin Ham who doesn't have the head coaching experience, but solid as assistants. Let's have the creativity to go get a Monty Williams who has been playing the background, but could get Sam Cassell. He was saying that the issue with the Hornets is, and yo, slam the like button if you in here. Slam the like button. Slam the like button. I'm gonna get the Discord popping over here too in the chat so we can add some folks in here in a bit and talk about things. But basically, he was accusing the Hornets organization of this, not having the creative ingenuity, the vision to be able to see one of these coaches and have the internal talent, which I believe internal skill set as an executive management to be able to also develop a coach. But then to be able to, on the other side of that, bring a coach in and have somebody who Michael Jordan would check off on, right? To be able to explain to Michael Jordan, yes, you don't know this guy, really? His coaching resume ain't what some of these other guys is, but Mike, trust us. Mitch Kupchak don't have the sauce to be able to break that down to Michael Jordan. So when Mike is like, we need a coach, they like, well, let's go get D'Antoni. You know D'Antoni, right? And Mike's like, yeah, I heard that name before. That sounds good. D'Antoni, man. Oh, Kenny Atkinson. Mike, remember he was at the With the Nets, he over there now. You heard of that? Yeah. Nah, those don't work out. They throwing other names out. You can go down the list of coaches who possibly could have got the job. They throw those names out there. Mike is like, I don't know them. He coached where? He at college. Hold on a second. I mean, I heard of Sam Cassell, but I don't. Could he do this job? And they lack so much creativity that they went and hired the guy who they already had. Like, the unknown is so scary for this franchise that they just double back to what has already been done. To me, that's alarming. And my man Q Davis said right here, I wish I had this ability on this platform to highlight comments as they come in. You could do it on the other one. That is the beauty of the StreamYard. But my man Q Davis say here, Clifford should have never left. And here's the thing. When I look in the resume of this guy, Steve Clifford, I have to agree with you. It sounds like what I've been saying about this Hornets organization for a minute is they fumbled the bag. I'm gonna try to pull up this clip here. It's Woj. Woj is gonna talk and give a little background on this coach and all of that jazz. And so if you like me and you new to the Hornets, you've been a fan of this Hornets organization for the past 2 years, we can learn about Steve Clifford together here on this stream. And then we'll have some long-term Hornets fans hop in here and give us a little deeper understanding of what's going on here. Let's pull this up. A deeper understanding. Ooh. All right. Slide this back here. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see. What you got for us, Woj? Break us down. Introduce us to Steve Clifford.
What can you tell us and share with us about this reunion here between Clifford and the Hornets?
Yeah, Kevin, it's a pretty neat story. I mean, Steve Clifford was the last coach to get the Hornets into the playoffs, went twice in his 5 years in Charlotte. You know, he was let go after the 2018 season.
Here's what I'm going to say to you. And this is what throws me off. And I hate to go here and folks be, but sometimes, man, I just hear how they talk about people sometimes. And it just feels alarming when I hear them just be so nice. Let's listen.
What can you tell us and share with us about this reunion here between Clifford and the Hornets?
Yeah, Kevin, it's a pretty neat story. I mean, Steve
Clifford
pretty neat
was
the last coach to get the Hornets into the playoffs, went twice in his 5 years in Charlotte. You know, he was let go after the 2018 season, went on to Orlando where he got them to the playoffs 2 out of 3 years. But he kept a really good relationship with Michael Jordan, who always had great respect for Steve Clifford. And listen, he really fit exactly what this young team needed.
This is what I'm saying. When I talk about another moderator, just handle this. I appreciate it. When I talk about if it's my money making the moves here, I'm concerned. And when he says, yo, Michael Jordan really loved this guy, kept in contact with him, all of these things. And then now all of a sudden we done fired him and then got him back. I'm concerned about who was in my ear telling me to fire this guy. Are we lagging, man? Let me see, man. Let's see. Hey, while y'all ain't here, please hit the like button. Hit the like. Let's see, man. Bruh, this thing here is supposed to be smart and making adjustments on the fly. Let me I'm gonna I'm trying to make sure this this stream is squared away. What can I do? Lower encoders. You don't have any other applications that are heavy on compete enable performance. Some frames have 9 coders, probably usually due to high CPU. All right, so that's, man, y'all know what I'm gonna have to do. Not lagging at all. All right, bet. All right, bet. I like it then. All right, cool. If that's good, we good. All right. Here's what I'm saying is, a man here say, I'm sick of these old white retired coaches. MJ is the GOAT as a player, but owner, he is a. I do think it's interesting that the NBA to me is like one of those weird places where you can get fired from a job and then somebody else go ahead and hire you, right? It's just like if you were the CEO of a company and you did so bad as the CEO of a company that they fired you, they got you up out of there. There's most of the time you just can't bounce to another company. Like you have to have took a company to a crazy place, got bought out, and then like you're a free agent, or the company is doing something and then they take you. Hey, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We got 115 people in here, 39 likes. Let's get on top of that. But you have to either you got to be really working it, like you killing things right now, and all of a sudden somebody else come in and say, "Hey, we see what you doing over there. We'd love for you to come over here and work for Apple." It rarely ever happens in the real world where you could be struggling. You could have a job for 3 years. You was there for 3 years and we had to get you up out of here. That somebody else would be like, but you know what? He didn't answer their questions, but maybe he can do the same exact job over there here. Makes no sense. It's the same thing with the Kenny Atkinson situation. People will get hype and say, man, we need Kenny Atkinson over here because he developed this young talent up in Brooklyn, and completely forget the fact that they got him up out of Brooklyn for a reason. So yeah, what happens when you want somebody to come here, develop your young talent, and then get you up out of here? The thing with this Steve Clifford situation is folks say, you know what, he is a very good defensive-minded professional coach. That's what you had already. And y'all got him up out of here. And then now y'all saying we need it again? Come on. Something don't sound right. It's some things going on here. Let's try to get back to this video. I'm gonna play a little bit of this here. And
who always had great respect for Steve Clifford. And listen, he really fit exactly what this young team needed. A coach who's going to come in, get them much better defensively. And
let me say this. My man Big Slick Photo say, I just got a job at Apple, ironically. Tell me this, bro. You got the job at Apple. Did you get fired from your last job before you took the job at Apple? Or was you killing it at the last job? The resume is built out, and then the Apple folks say, hey, Big Slick Photo, hey, come over here and do your thing, bro. We see you working. Come on.
Developed, a toughness and a continued professionalism with a young team and get them into the postseason. Mitch Kupchak, the GM in Charlotte, he was the one who dismissed Steve Clifford when he took over as GM. He kept the lease on Steve Clifford's apartment. They went out for dinner a couple dates after it. He's a very popular figure in that town. And you talk to coaches around the NBA, Kevin, he's really extremely respected among his peers. Tough to prepare against, and a coach that people always believe gets the...
I don't understand it. I'm hearing them talk about Steve Clifford here, and it sound like he a godsend. It sound like why would we fire this guy? Michael Jordan loved him. Mitch Kupchak loved him. Mitch Kupchak been paying the bill. At least that's what he made it sound like. Mitch Kupchak was paying the lease on his apartment for him, just in case you come back, bro. I'ma hold it down. Why let him go? Straight up, man. I got the job at Apple first from a referral. Facts. You got a referral because folks was like, yo, Big Slick Photo doing this thing. He working out. Come holler at him. Not because you got fired. All right, let's see. Queen City Hornets say, I got a hunch that Atkinson's situation may have caused D'Antoni to lose interest in the job because he saw the chaos and knows he's not the first choice. If that's true, the NBA needs to punish. Here's the thing, right? And this is a separate rant. But what I realized, and let's do that. I'm gonna pull up this. Let's see if I can go to Basketball Reference. I'm gonna try to find his record and all of that stuff, and we can look at the totality of his career. But what I realize is this: people said that D'Antoni probably wasn't gonna take the job because he realized he was second fiddle. If I'm D'Antoni and I didn't take this job because I thought that I was second fiddle, and the dude who had the job and got fired came back and took the job, I'm gonna start to question, damn, maybe I've messed up. If the dude who had the job then got fired, sat out, went somewhere else, I believe. He was at, I think I heard the Magic. Let's see. Let me look it up. There we go. Boom. Steve Clifford, basketball coach. Was at the Magics and then came back to the organization. If I decided to turn it down simply because I was second fiddle, I'm concerned about my choice now because I realize that's even more embarrassing. You fired me, gave somebody else the job, didn't even make the playoffs in 4 years, and then you brought me back. If that guy can make that decision, then D'Antoni fumbled the bag if that's the reason why he didn't want the job. To me, if I'm, and maybe in the initial moment, D'Antoni probably could feel some conviction in that. But after I realized who they actually hired, now I feel stupid. Because I didn't let somebody hype me up. I didn't let somebody, even if they didn't say it, the thought of somebody saying, they ain't even really want you like that, and then they done hired you after I realized I made a mistake. Because it's a bag over there. It's some generational talent in that locker room. And it's a franchise who, despite what many people think, to me, it's on the rise. I keep saying this over and over and over and over again. But the beautiful thing about this Hornets organization is they got the fire jerseys, the colorways, bro. You can't compete with that on a certain level. Let's see. You can't compete with that. Let me see. All right. Hey, AB, thanks for the shout out. Straight up, man. What is his Charlotte record? We about to pull that up. Numbers don't lie. That's a fact. Numbers don't lie. Flight Sports back in the building. Man, Charlotte been looking messy as a whole. I wouldn't want to go there as a coach. Here's what I'm saying is that I would want to go there. This is what I'm saying. And this is what I'm learning about the NBA. It makes no sense not to go there because look at what's happening with Steve Clifford right now. He was there, got fired, and then came back. So it don't matter. It don't matter. Let me see this. Let's look at it. All right. it doesn't really matter whether or not you do great, because you know what I'm saying, it's a high probability that somebody else is gonna hire you regardless. So you might as well get the job. Being an NBA coach seems like one of those jobs where it's easy. People say this. Sometimes it's easier to get a job when you got a job, and it's easier to be an NBA coach, head coach, once you were already an NBA head coach. Because people don't really care whether or not you was trash, whether or not you never won. You just got to have something to hang your hat on, and then that will propel you. Now, we could go into and get deep, and we could talk about some of the conspiracy theories between ways some coaches look, ways some other coaches look, and based on that, they're treated different, and can get jobs, can't get jobs after they leave them. And folks want to ask the question all the time, how come XYZ got this job, but XYZ couldn't get an interview? There's a lot of conversation to be had around that. We'll save that for another day. But, all right, here we go. Now, we're looking at the Hornets over the last couple of seasons. And here's the funny thing. We're looking at this is the past season, 2021-22, 43-9. That's their best record since Steve Alford, 48-34. Boy, this is crazy. Hold on a second. Look at this. Look at this. Cliff, man, hell nah. Listen, what's up? What's that, Z? What's up, Z? What's up, Z? All right, let me see. Man, Charlotte been looking all right. Needs to punish Atkinson with the hefty fine. Maybe make Golden State give us a second round pick or something. Facts. I do agree. I think that the one thing that I have been saying about the Atkinson situation is, even from the media, I feel like they haven't really been talking about him or calling him the carpet in the way that they might have called other people to carpet at times for doing similar things, right? He really made it seem like you know what I'm saying? Like, people will say, well, he didn't sign nothing, but the NBA and business in general, man, your word oftentimes becomes your bond, right? What you say matters. The agreements that you make, handshake agreements in business, people care about that. And so even if he didn't sign anything, it matters because that's his word, right? We look at how I was on a little spree today watching these videos about Kyrie and what people were saying about Kyrie, and he got a contract that gives him certain powers, and people are critical of Kyrie using the powers that are stated for him in his contract. You can opt in, you can opt out. You could request a trade, you can put your wish list out. All of these things that are within his right, people criticize him for. And then you have a guy who gives you a verbal agreement and then backs out, and then people would be like, but man, he could do it because it was just a verbal agreement. To me, I can see how people would be hurt. I'm surprised that people not hurt. I hope Melo gets out of Charlotte at this point, because it's obvious that the front office doesn't have his best interest in heart. I think that it's becoming clear that there's something going on in that front office that people need to ask questions about. And whenever it's time to re-sign, this Steve Clifford signing or hiring will be in the exit interview, right? In every job, on your way out of there, they say, hey man, we want to ask you some questions. And you talk to us about, how you feeling and all of this. What did we did wrong? Why you wanted to leave? Was it right? Well, you know what I mean? How could we improve? I do think that this comes up in the exit interview for a bunch of players over the next couple years. I think that the Hornets decide, man, we ain't even doing exit interviews because we already know what folks gonna say. players smoking and drinking, selling herb. Like what? Now that's interesting because there's a lot of drama going on with that right now in that locker room. So I could see how certain coaches might be turned off on that, having to deal with that. His record at Charlotte is slightly under 500, but he had a horrible roster. It's amazing he almost got to 500. Here's what I'm saying. I'm looking at his record right here, and I don't understand why they let him go for this Charlotte Hornet team. Or I don't want to say I don't understand why they let him go, but I will say that if you let this guy go to then go ahead and hire Borrego, you a fully Wayne. You made a terrible decision. Yo, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button if you're in here right now. It's always appreciated. That's what I think. If you let this guy go for Borrego, I could see why you would bring him back. Because you owe him one. You owe him a my bad, I effed up. That's a factamundo. We go here and we see 43 in his first season. So let's look at this. All right. In 2013, the Hornets finished the season 21-61. They hire Steve Clifford. They go 43-39 and make the playoffs. Year one, they come back. The struggle is a little bit harder. 33-49, miss the playoffs. Bounce back. 48-34, make the playoffs. Now you lose in the Eastern Conference in the first round. And so for some franchises, you say, man, we really need to get out of the first round. How do we get over that hump? And you decide that we might have to get a new coach because we keep losing in the first round. Some franchises can do that. This Hornets team, who the GM Mitch Kupchak himself is just praying to make the playoffs. He already said he not tricking himself into thinking that they gonna win it around. He just want to get to the playoffs. You don't fire the guy who got you there 2 times. Now you see you go 36-46, 36-46, and you decide, you know what, man, we gotta make a move because we're stagnant here. We actually went down and we're not getting better as a squad. So I understand the logic behind that. And then you hire Borrego though, and you win 3 more games, and you say, all right, we doing something. You then lose. What is that? Let's see, 16 games less or more. Oh, I'm sorry. Then you win 13. How does that work? This must be one of the shortened seasons. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. You get the shortened season. And then you go 33-3. So, I don't know. Borrego, this guy outperformed Borrego. So, I don't know. It's just a lot going on. Let's see. Kyrie is completely in a different thing. He chose not to play when KD was hurt and he was healthy. Kyrie showed a lot of inconvenience and was consistent about it. I don't know, man. This is the point that I'm making, right? And I understand that right, where you look at a Kyrie and you say, you know what, he made these choices, but the point that I'm making is Kyrie made choices that were best for him, right? So you look at a Kenny Atkinson and he made a choice that was best for him, and they championed it. Kyrie, I was listening to a clip it from a stream that he had recently. He went through the line of all of the little things that he had been dealing with and how things were happening. And so in the midst of that, he made choices that worked for him. And people kill him for it. But then oftentimes you have certain people in these positions who do the similar thing. They make choices that are best for him. These Charlotte Hornets fired a James Borrego, who we were just looking at, over the last 3 seasons, won 10 games more each season. And 2019, 2020, he won 23 games. In 2021, he won 33 games, and last season he won 43 games. So by most people's standards, you want to see getting better. And that's what he was doing. And they fired him. They fired Steve Alford because he was staying the same. And they fired him. It makes no sense. Then they bring him back. And so that's what I'm saying to you, is that oftentimes people are just doing what is best for them. And also within their right, or not, and I don't even want to say right, like it's just this like and make it bigger than what it is, but I want to say within their contractual ability, in the contracts that they signed, you could do these things. And so that's all I'm saying. That's when I bring up the Kyrie thing in comparison. That's what I mean. Let's see. Kenny Atkinson dodged a dumpster fire, and you guys say he should stick to his word. His word was, this organization is garbage. I'm not even saying he should stick to his word. If you felt like the organization is a dumpster fire and you got to get up out of here, my man, go ahead and do it. I'm just saying that when you do that, when you shake the hand and you say, bro, I'm taking the job, and you don't, expect us on the other end to be like, yo, you trash for that. Expect us on the other end to be like, Kenny, if I see you in the street, you're going to have to throw hands. That's what I'm saying. Expect that to be on the other end, and don't be mad at people when they be upset at you for doing that, right? That's what I'm saying. Do what's best for you, my guy. If you got to, do what you got to do. Melo is from LA, following the Lakers all his life. Imagine how he feels to be stuck in Charlotte. I don't think, here's the thing that I think that people discredit sometimes when they hear Melo talk, and they gotta like really hear him. Melo Ball spent years overseas traveling, out of house, in Lithuania, in Poland, in Germany, in Brussels, in all of these places. So for him, touching down in Charlotte and being able to live in the mansion, and then being able to spin the block in a damn Lambo in his foreign car, trust me, he not locked in Charlotte. He not over there like, man, I'm stuck in Charlotte. This is the worst experience of my life. Bro, he been in some worse places. I can vouch for you on that, because I was over there with him for a part of it, and I've seen worse places that he's been in and had to lay his head than I'm sure what his mansion looked like over that way. So he is a California kid, but he also is a world traveler. He's a kid who has spent a decent amount of time elsewhere, and I'm sure that because of that, he is appreciative of his current circumstance. I would imagine, at least. But AB the Hero, you know what it is. In the front office of Charlotte, Kupchak is not a good GM. He doesn't show the respect and appreciation to the young talent and the generation talent like Melo. Here's the funny thing about that, right? Is I would necessarily agree with you. Except for, and I don't want to say except for, I would agree with you, right? In theory. Because last season, and while y'all in here, man, hit the like button. We got 150 people tapped in. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. I keep saying that I'm gonna send this Discord link out. Let me set that up real quick. But last season, when you watch the way that these Hornets, I would say, navigated the young talent, I would believe that what you're saying is 100% true, right? The way that they didn't play, the way that they ended up going through the G League and a lot of those things, to me, hey, got a new subscriber. Appreciate you, Tenaj, for subscribing. So if you watch them last season and the way that they moved, then if you were like me, you said, yo, it's got to be from top down the way that they're handling these players, right? And then I listened to this postseason Mitch Kupchak's after he fired Borrego, and he said part of the reason that I believe that he got let go, and this is, I'm paraphrasing this, that's why I'm adding I believe, this is what I remember him saying. Part of the reason why they let Borrego go is because he didn't develop the young talent the way that they hoped that they would. So the front office was also disappointed in Borrego in the way that he utilized the young talent. So that's the reason why I want to shoot them some bail here when you say, but they be the hero. We know how the front office is. It's a GM thing. It's a Mitch Kupchak thing. According to Mitch Kupchak, they wanted to see more from them young dudes, and Borrego stifled it, and they didn't want to step on his toes and make him do something he didn't want to do. And they said, bro, it's a Micaiah Hype, appreciate that. Appreciate the subscription. And so I done shoot us some bail, man. We're gonna be fair over here, and we're gonna make it do what it do. All right, let me do this. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna drop the link to the Discord here in the chat. Sign in the chat. Okay. All right, let me see. Let's do this so we can get some folks in here. Also, man, we got to talk about these draft picks, and some of the needs. I felt like I was. The funny thing about the NBA draft for me is, you know what I'm saying, you be watching it, and then I look up and I'm, all right, we drafted this guy, and then all of a sudden we don't have this guy, but we got to pick. And then, so they did some of that last night. So some interesting stuff, man, happening with this Hornets organization, but we'll get into all of that. Let's see. Salute A Beezy, my man Hoop Jargon in the building. Hoop Jargon, what it do? All right, so I dropped the Discord link, man. Definitely join the Discord. And we'll get that link set up here in a second so we can pull some folks in from the Discord. Here's what I'll say: if you come on the stream, I want to try to, you know what I'm saying, have your camera ready and then your mic and all of that stuff so we can do it and set it off the right way. All right, let's see. MJ is worse than Sterling, at least the clip. Wow. You said worse than, talking about Donald Sterling? The dude who they got up out of here? Because he would, come on. Don't put words on Kenny's mouth. Whoever in the comments I'm referring to, he just made that decision based on his family and other choices, but Charlotte front office need to be revamped. I wouldn't be so, I can agree with that. Just joined for the first time. You speaking facts. Infinity and beyond. My man Hoop Jargon with the super chat. That's always appreciated. $2 on the collection plate, man. I appreciate you, man. I wish it didn't show on the screen though. To infinity and beyond. I just showed that, man, but it's appreciated nonetheless. And appreciate what's the name? Let's see, Jerbug. We also streaming right now live on Twitch. So shout out for that follow there on Twitch. Studio Baja's in the building. Let me see. You said something up here I was trying to get to. If you follow the Lakers, you can't be happy with the Hornets front office. Follow the Lakers, you can't be happy. Facts. You gotta break that down for me. Basketball fans from LA don't have patience with losers. I got you. I feel that. 1000%. I can see that. And I think that's that to me is one of the big things that I feel like is the thing that makes folks who are, I would say, LaMelo fans and Hornets fans clash heads. Hornets fans, to me, at times, and I don't mean to, you know what I'm saying, throw y'all underneath the bus, but shout out to D-Wade Pepe for the follow over there on Twitch. But Hornets fans, I feel like have become accustomed to this. Let me show you something. I see. All right. These records here. This right here says since 2008, the Hornets have been to the playoffs 3 times. So if you've been rocking with them for that whole time, you don't understand when these bunch of fans come in and expect more of you. To me. So I think that folks bump heads because they like, what you mean? We are playing better. What you mean? We look better than we have in years. What you mean? This is how we treat all of our young draft picks. What do you mean? This is how we do all of these things. And folks who have watched and become fans of, let's say, Lakers organizations, who are probably, you were disappointed with the Lakers for the past couple of years as well now. Like, let's not act like the Lakers wasn't a struggle franchise for a while. But if you're a Warriors fan and you like LaMelo, you watching them and you like, bruh, come on now. This ain't right. Shit, if you're a Trailblazer fan, even the new Clippers have more success. So you kind of get to a place where folks expect more from you than you expect from yourself. You ever heard people say that? Right? People think that you could be greater than what you are even. And I think that that's what happens a lot of times with these fan bases is folks come into it and we like, yo, the front office is trash. And folks like, but Mitch Kupchak, he did a good job. He hired Borrego. And then they mess around and fire Borrego. And then we like, but we've been saying that. Then y'all go do this whole thing. So y'all, you get what I'm saying. Let me keep going down here. Let me check. Let's do this. All right, let's welcome some new folks into the Discord. Let's see who just joined. We got some folks just joined the Discord. All right, shout out to TD's World. Just joined. Thoth, Dip, Rank, Sadizzle, all of them just joined in here. I'm gonna start a live stream situation here in a second, and then we'll bring some folks in the chat via Discord. All right, let's keep going. Let me get through these few comments here, and then we'll jump in here. We finally got the young talent. And I'm going to be honest with you, when I look at this record for what Steve Clifford was doing before, it looked like if you would have gave him a LaMelo Ball and some of these young dudes, y'all probably would be in a better position than you are right now. That's what Mark Jackson is a great. Steph Curry and Draymond Green mentioned that on his podcast. Facts. They talk about him. And I think that here's the funny thing with a Mark Jackson situation, right? Is to me, I think the Mark Jackson thing seems to be a bit different than like when I talk about these coaches who got fired because they were struggling, right? Mark Jackson seemed like he had been taking his Warriors team to another level. And for some reason, they decided, bro, you done changed our stars. You done made us better than we thought we could ever be. And like now we want to go ahead and do something and go to a next level. And then maybe that, to me, that seemed like the where they tried to hire somebody who they can control a little bit more. Steve Kerr got in there and then steered the ship the right way. Mark Jackson is a great player development. Yeah, great at player development. That's a fact. Here's the thing that I've realized. Appreciate that, man. We got a new sub in the building. Man, I can't even see what it is. Piorch. Appreciate it. This right here, I should be able to.
You're definitely tough, but gotta look forward to next year now. I feel like the work start now.
All right, that working? Hey, hold on, man. This thing here had cut out on me. Now it's back. All right, we good. Go back to the watch screen. All right. What's funny is Mark Jackson ain't even start Draymond. And that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing, though. Mark Jackson did not start Draymond, and then to my understanding, right, the way the story go is, then old boy got hurt. I think it was David Lee or something. Draymond got in there and pretty much took the job and never gave it away. I think that the funny thing is with a guy like Draymond is he probably benefited in that backup role, watching the game, being able to study it, see where you can get in here and do things a little bit different and make it better. To me, I don't know though. Let's see. Let me get through here because I want to hoop jargon. You in the StreamYard? Are you in the You're in the in on the Discord, right? Hoop jargon, man. If you can, bro, I want to bring you up here for a second. Queen City, if you in here, jump in here, man. Oh, Queen City Horn, he just joined the Discord here. Let's see. Let me see. Here's the, if you in the Discord, join room 1, room 01. And then I'm gonna pull folks from room 01 into the this streamer house. Hello. All right. So do that. If you ain't here, join room 01, and then I will, you know what I'm saying, pull folks in here into the stream. What looks like door, check your audio. Let's visit the settings. Let's visit the settings. Nah, I see what y'all trying. You trying to get the row mic Discord input. External built in. Output divine. I'll be on. Let's see. Let's see if that worked. Let me check. Let's do it again. Hold on, I'm working on some stuff on the back end, seeing if it's busting or not. Hey, appreciate the new subscriber. Labrita. Hello. Discord isn't detecting any output. All right, let's switch this. Hello, Discord. Hey. Hello. All right, that boy acting stupid, man. We'll see. We'll make it work. All right. All right, let's do this. All right, so let me go through here. Yeah. Working on this new boy. Yeah, I'm in here. I'm in there. All right, bet. Hoop. What's funny is Mark Jackson ain't even start Draymond. Stephen Curry will end his career in Charlotte. I heard that. That would be interesting. How interesting would that be for, like, I don't know how many years Steph gonna have, but I can imagine that, you know what I mean, maybe in a little bit he get tired of being over there and want to get up out of here. So that might coincide with the same time that all right, I appreciate that, Hoop Dark. But and let's say at the around that time when my man LaMelo contract coming up and he ready to get out of Charlotte, that's at about the same time where Steph Curry is like, you know what, man, I want to take my talents to Charlotte, and they do a swap right there. It's Labrita, my bad. I promise that I'm terrible at reading these names, man. I'm terrible with, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all on here be super creative with the names as well. So that throw off the whole situation for me as well. Let me do this, man. Let's do pop that there. I'm gonna try this real fast. I don't know if this gonna even work, man. I'm gonna have to test that on a different day. This little breeder. What's good? Pierre Goldstein in the building. Jerry Buss would have hired Mark Jackson in a heartbeat and would not even a peeps a Steve Clifford or Borrego type. Talk to him. Let's create a broadcast. Let's do this. Record on. That man say sup niggas. That's funny. Because it's Knicks. Like shout out to the Knicks. My man Dexter, famous Dex in the building. Alright, Dex. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you joining. Start again here. Alright, let me do this. I'm a Dex in the building over there at Flight Sports. They be going hard over there, man. Everybody ain't built for that flight sports life. Everybody can't handle it. But it's they always got a lot of love going on over there, man. Hey, dope vibe, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to Flight Sports, man, definitely go ahead and do that, man. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Let's do this here. I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna drop this in here for y'all. I was gonna try this. All right, let's say voice connected. Let me have on the screen. There we go. Do 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 do. Sorry. Flight Sports is a machine. Facts. A-Code CJV. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all, I can't. I try my hardest, man. I'll be trying my hardest to pronounce these names, bro. But y'all got me stumped a lot of times. How do I cancel it? All right, here we go. I'm trying to cancel. I want to hang the call up. Hold on, man. All right, here we go. Let's do it the simple way. I'm gonna just do it simple. I ain't gonna keep it too complicated. We'll complicate it up another day. Here you go, man. If you want to join the stream for a second, man, go ahead and slide on this StreamYard link. I think I could bring you in here somehow, some way. And then we'll see. We'll talk to a few folks, and then we'll get into this NBA draft conversation. But that's what I got, man. For it's your boy Steve Clifford. MJ trying to set it up so Melo is gone. Why Kyrie Irving reports. Here's another thing that I'm. My man Dustin Chang said that. Here's something that I'll say about the Kyrie Irving situation as well. I find it interesting when I hear these reports of like, especially like a Woj or somebody telling us about Kyrie Irving and what he got going on. Because Kyrie has proven himself to be somebody who will just say it on his own. I really heard Kyrie just the other day giving a whole synopsis on his Twitch about all of the things that was going on with him and throughout the history of everything. So I struggle to believe these reports when they come out at times when it's about Kyrie. Also, man, while y'all in here, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Let me drop a poll too while we're in here. That's what I should be doing. I'm tripping. Tripping, man. I'll just use this one for some of this stuff because YouTube is not receiving enough. Let me know if the stream is lagging. Or what we got going here, man. We on a freeze bus again. I don't know how to do that. There we go. We back. I should be back. Hiring Steve Clifford is a great way to get Melo to leave Charlotte for LA. I like it. Melo to the Knicks. If Melo joined the Timberwolves right now, they going deep in the playoffs. At least Semi, Melo, and Edwards, Vanderbilt, Carl. That's a fact. Carl Anthony Towns and McDaniels. That's a problem for sure. Facts, AB. I almost made a video on that today. They're making ish up about Kyrie. I don't care what they do. Keep Kyrie away from the Knicks young core. Bro, I hear that. I hear that. And I think that the man Kyrie Irving has caught a bad rap. I think he's caught a bad rap. Now, we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I heard him talk about, you know what I mean, how, you know, his life had impacted him and how things was going on with him, and then how he had to kind of make some adjustments based on that. And I feel like a lot of those adjustments that he had to make caused folks to really look at him differently. Come on, man. One of y'all. Hang this boy up. There we go. Hey, there he is. AFK, be right back. Ah, damn. He jumped off. All right. Man, bro, I'm gonna have to. Knicks have no core. Facts. The Knicks is where you go if you want to just collect checks. James Dolan is the worst owner of a franchise since the Clippers owner. Steve Ballmer is. You got to be the old Steve. I see you talking about. Yeah. Old Clippers owner. I respect Kyrie for standing up for what he believes, but at the same time, when somebody is cutting the check, they also want something in return. Simple as that. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I think that it makes sense where if I'm giving you money to do a service, I want you to do said service. Man, we must be locked in here. Let me see, man. Wow. Let me do this. All right, let's see. How did I do this the last time, man? 98% of the frame skip. Let's see. Open the settings. Source alignment, snapping, snaptivity. Configure default devices. Is it lagging? Yeah. The Clippers racist one. Is it lagging? I feel like it's lagging on my end. I can't tell though. Y'all having that conversation down there right now. That's what I need to do. I can just kill this here and get it going here. They shooting. Oh, I made you look. It's a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Yeah, it must be froze because I ain't getting no love. Oh shit, the number's dropping. Hello? Hold on a second, y'all. Hello? Hey there now. Can y'all hear me? What's up? We got Dex. We got Labrita. Can you hear me? Y'all can't hear me. Hold on a second. Camera resolution. Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me over here? No, I see why not. I gotta add myself to the stream. Boy, I'm gonna have to buy a whole new computer. Yeah. It's been lagging for a minute. Hold on a second. There you go. Y'all hear me over here? Alright, bet. Let me in the building. Let me see. Make sure y'all is coming through. Dude, say something one time over there. Yeah, I can hear y'all. I'm trying to. Let me see if I can make sure it's on the stream now. Let's see. Yeah, that's there. Video freezing face head. Boy, head on, boy. All right, let me see. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what this YouTube, bro. I don't know what's going on with that situation. The internet is good, but the computer is just saying like, yo, it don't know what it's doing or something. I don't know. Let's see. Refresh. All right. Okay. Nah, I got it up in like two different places. I'm like froze on one place. We can hear you, but we can't see you. If people don't want to, I see. All right. Let me see. Can y'all hear the folks on the panel? Let me see. Say something, one of y'all. Yeah, that's there. Damn, what happened? Hey, yo, freezing face head. There y'all go. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what this Yeah, I can hear myself on there. Say something, y'all. Yeah, I think it's good. Should be good. Well, we talking about it all, man. We talking about it all. Go to the Clipper. I feel like I heard that the Clippers are on his short list of teams that he's interested in. But so that's what I'm saying. I think that he would do it for sure if they would have him. But you let Woj tell it they don't want him. And I agree with you as well. I think COVID situation. I think any decision that folks really made during that time, like you deserve some sense of a pass on that. Just because that's like, yeah, that's something that nobody has dealt with. That's some new stuff. All right, I know what to do. And so he deserves something with that one. Let me see, man. Okay, it updated here, but it ain't. I'm trying to this new little software joint out here, man. But the boy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it got a mind of his own. Yeah, why is it? They keep doing this black thing on there. Hold on a second. Bad program. Yeah, man. Might be the program. Where you from, man? Yeah, yep. Oh, see, but you ain't no Boston fan? Oh, okay. How about it? But so how you? So that's where Kyrie did. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You good too. Just don't go crazy. Hmm. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I heard people talk about that with him in the short term, or somebody said that he mentioned that a while back where at any moment, he really could just leave if he wanted to. It ain't even that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. I feel like Kawhi is one of them dudes who I don't even remember the last time I saw him play. He ain't been in the game for so long. I'm trying. Why isn't this working? Hold on one second. That's Dex right there? And Flight in here. Y'all over here quiet, man. He said, Hold on a second.
A part of the roster and get some type of minutes that might be available to young talent for the Lakers this year. And like I said, if we get Kyrie Irving, so we'll have Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, presumably a healthy AD. I think we'll
Yeah,
be competitive all over again.
yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Let me say this. All right, now we finally got it. I got it going. All right, so now I got y'all on the panel. So now they could hear you in the on the live stream. So introduce yourselves one more time. We got my man Dex, we got Flight Sports, and then we got man, I want to call you Liberia so bad, but that's not it.
No, so that's where I'm from, though. It's LIB Rider.
Okay, got it. All right, see that's what I'm saying. The name seemed like it was giving me that vibe.
Oh, you from Liberia?
Yeah, holla.
You know my
Okay.
dude Poetic Flacco.
Actually, I do know that nigga got. I fuck with him, but that nigga gotta slow down though.
Yeah.
You gotta slow down. Like he don't. I'm freaking. These Cali dudes be doing too much. But freaking, he has to slow down. He don't know how it is out there, I guess.
Yeah. He from Liberia too though, so I felt like
What part of
He gotta
Liberia?
slow down.
Monrovia?
I ain't even. I'm born in America. My parents
But
are
your
both from
parents,
there.
though, right? Your
Yeah,
parents?
both. Yeah.
Oh, well, are they from Monrovia?
Nah, my dad is. My mom's from like a village.
Okay. Well, you know how Liberia started, right?
Yeah, like as a country, like yeah, like people that wanted the black people that wanted to move from America went over there,
Yes, sir. That's right. Yes,
including
sir.
Harriet Tubman's family.
there we go. All right.
And actually, I ain't even trying to get too into it, but you know, actually, Bill Russell and John Amos moved there for a while.
Yep.
Look at that. We done came back now. Now the excellent connection. We had to struggle through that for a minute, but we back. All right. Let me see this though. Now I know we was talking about Kyrie and all that stuff, but I feel like when you got the likes of Flight Sports and Dex in here, we got to talk. I need to get y'all opinion on what's happening in Charlotte right now, because to me,
What happened?
well, number one, obviously the draft was just yesterday, so that's the whole thing. We ain't even talked about that yet on the stream, but I definitely want to get y'all opinion on that. But they just hired a new coach, and the irony is that their new coach is actually their old coach. You know what I'm saying? So
Who's their new coach?
They had a guy named Steve Alford there, who they fired in 2018.
No, Steve Clifford. Steve Alford,
Clifford.
UCLA.
Yes, you're right.
Steve
Yeah.
Clifford.
Steve Clifford.
Oh, shit. Wasn't he at? Where was he last?
I want to say Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was in Orlando last.
But he was in Charlotte. They fired him, hired a different guy, fired the different guy, and hired the old guy back. Come on, man, where they do that at?
Well, listen. Right now, the Charlotte Hornets is in a down spiral when it comes to hiring coaches,
Yeah.
especially when something as rare as what Kenny Atkinson did to the organization as he spun them and rescinded his commitment to Charlotte under the ownership of Michael Jordan. And I even heard, matter of fact, AB, it was your video. It was your video, AB, how you broke it down where they was trying to blame Michael Jordan for what bad behavior and unprofessionalism
Well,
of
for
Kenny
these dudes like
Atkinson.
drinking, leaning, and smoking.
No, no,
The
no.
man word is no good. Kenny Atkinson, his word is no good. He spun Michael Jordan and Mitch Kupchak and the executive staff of the Charlotte Hornets by committing and then decommitting based on whatever logic or so-called justification that he put out there in the media, and the media spun it, because they're spin doctors. They spun it where they blame the organization of the Charlotte Hornets when the Charlotte Hornets gave him an open invitation to become their coach. He didn't have to. He didn't have to interview. He didn't have to do none of that. But he did. He committed, and then he decommitted. So that means Kenny Atkinson's word is no good. His bond, his bond is garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how in the hell you can spin that as being Michael Jordan's fault. Now, with all that said, AB the hero, the living icon in this YouTube landscape, Michael Jordan went back and hired and kicked the tires of Steve Clifford and hired retread losing. Listen, if you're going to do that, Michael Jordan, you should have went into the college ranks and got somebody that's fresh blood, can reinvigorate the youth that is amongst your team, and try to aggregate that talent source, which is a real decent talent source, and have them run through brick walls. I don't think they're going to run through brick walls with these old ancient dinosaur archaic type coaches, because that ain't what resonates with the youth. The youth resonates with energy. The youth resonated with Sonic. The youth resonate with hyper speed type basketball where they can make a mistake, but the game is moving so fast that the mistakes are not highlighted. These old relics of the past that's trying to come back in and rear their ugly losing heads, like a Clifford, like a Atkinson, like a Mike D'Antoni, these type of individuals, they need to just be laid out at pasture. Now, for Kenny Atkinson, he hasn't reached that stage where his basketball acumen is a burden to young talent. He's still at the stage where he still can make a difference, because 55 is not really that old. It's just like a right time to be able to express and to pronounce your experience with these type of millennials that's out here today. Most of these guys, especially the Charlotte Hornets, have players currently on their team that was high school standouts. There was All Americans, to make down the All Americans and things of that nature. And I'm talking about the Gordon Haywards, I'm talking about the Miles Bridges, I'm talking about the LaMelo Balls, and so forth. So if you're going to have this type of talent, and even though LaMelo Ball wasn't a McDonald All-American per se, we know that he was. I mean, that was political while he didn't get chosen into that. But we know that he played on a McDonald All-American level because he damn near averaged a triple-double at Spire Academy. So these type of individuals, AB, needs a coach that's going to challenge them, not only challenge their talent, but challenge their morality, challenge their basketball IQ, and challenge their energy. So in order for you to have a coach to be able to challenge your energy, you have to be able to feel this coach. You have to be able to have some type of assurance that this coach have your best interest at heart. And these coaches, I believe that the Charlotte Hornet has paraded before us. I don't know if they have the majority of the Charlotte Hornet players interest at heart.
What's good, AB?
That was a good speech, but it was
Yeah.
everything he said was
good
100%
point,
accurate.
Dax.
Yeah, I agree with
I don't- And what was the name of that last coach?
You have Mike
I don't
D'Antoni.
No, for
Steve
the Hornets. For the
Clifford.
Hornets.
James
Steve
Borrego.
Clifford.
No,
the current coach.
Yeah.
I do have to
James
say,
That
Borrego
dude
was
did
the
not
coach
get
that just
along
got
with
fired.
LaMelo. Let me tell you, freaking, as a Celtics fan, you know I watch all of our games, but I watched every Hornets and every Memphis game I could, and that dude did not get along with LaMelo at all. I don't know what the problem was with the
James
last
Borrego.
coach. He did not
Borrego
get
been
along with
hating on
LaMelo
Melo
at
since
all.
the jump. He gave him like what, 12 minutes in his debut? Come on now.
He would randomly be benching him in fourth quarters, like at least a third of the fourth quarters in the season.
Yeah.
He was playing Devontae over Melo. That's all you need to know. They should have got him out of there from the jump.
I always think
And you know what, Tyler? And what makes it so bad, Tyler, is that Devontae Graham had to get hurt or injured before he gave LaMelo a real shot.
Yep.
Exactly. And like, I'm optimistic about the Steve Clifford signing only because he said that he promised he was going to try and keep the same high pace, high tempo offense that we've had the past couple years. Now, don't get me wrong. If saying it is saying it, you got to go out there and show it. You know what I mean?
My biggest thing is from what you just said. What you just said is
No,
he
I would
said he
say
was
that
gonna try.
Steve Clifford have a history. He has a history in the NBA, and he's very well connected to the hip with the Van Gundy's brothers. He worked for Jeff Van Gundy with the Knicks, and he worked for Stan Van Gundy with the Orlando Magics. And also he have experience in the NBA Finals when he was a part of the Orlando Magic coaching that played the Los Angeles Lakers. And him and Mitch Kupchak. See, what a lot of people's not talking about, him and Mitch Kupchak have a relationship for the Lakers. Steve Clifford was part of the Lakers. He was part of that coaching staff.
Yeah, he
And
was
Mitch
an assistant.
Kupchak was there as a general manager. See, all this nepotism, that's not going to win you anything.
Yeah.
Too much nepotism. But the only thing I would give Steve Clifford, AB, in the panel, is that Steve Clifford brought the Orlando Magic back from a playoff drought that they hadn't participated in a playoff since the exit of Dwight Howard. So from that drought, they was really piss poor, and he did bring them back and then have basically a 5-year run in the playoffs. So that I would give Steve Alford, that he can take some garbage and make a little, make a little something happen, take some putty and put it in, and form it into something watchable. So he gets that credit. So I can't give him a slight pass, but those teams were veteran laden teams. They're wasn't the teams like you got right now with the Charlotte Hornets that are still young. They still trying to find their identity, and they still trying to get their money. They're still trying to secure those extensions. So I don't know if Steve Alford can take this aggregated talent and really make it work and be competitive during this season while everybody is getting better. Everybody is getting better, and Michael Jordan is finding it very hard to find a solidified coach that the team and or organization can really respect.
I got a question.
I don't like.
Hold on a second.
How long his contract is?
Hold on a second.
I
Let
feel
my
like they
man
haven't announced that yet, and that's weird.
my man, flight, man. You ain't here, bro. I need to hear what you got to say on this situation.
Man, that's crazy on this coaching situation. I kind of echo similar statements that Dex was just talking about. He talked about Steve Clifford getting the Orlando Magic to the postseason. I stated earlier today, that Steve Clifford, he can get you to the postseason. James Borrego got you to the play-in. Clifford could probably get you to the 7th for the 8th seed. And then but I don't really know what happens else from there, because the track record proves to me that the type of coach that he is, he's usually either getting swept or is a gentleman's sweep. So I'm just trying to figure out at this point, okay, you got Steve Clifford, he could possibly get you to a 7th or 8th seed. what about the talent on the roster now? You know, I'm about through with the coach. You know, me personally, I want Mitch Kupchak, since he didn't want to consult with nobody. I want Mitch Kupchak to go get the assets for LaMelo Ball, and then as long as LaMelo got the assets to win, just the coach just get the hell out the way, and then we'll figure everything else out. What's your thoughts on that, AB?
I agree. I'm close to where you and Dex are, right? And I was saying this earlier, is that I had to do my I'm a new Hornets fan. I just started watching 2 years ago, right? So I'm not 1000% in the know on all things Steve Clifford, but I had to go do some research. And from what I saw, I realized that he probably, in a weird way, because he's the old coach, he seemed like an upgrade from Borrego, right? It seemed like with minimal talent, he might can get you to the playoffs. And what I'm hoping is that, if I believe that what they got is some generational talent over there in the LaMelo Balls, and then if they could put some pieces together, maybe that's the thing he needs to take his coaching resume to the next level. You feel me? So maybe he is a guy who can I'm good enough to get y'all to the playoffs, but I ain't good enough to pull a win out of my hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to win a series, but maybe you get the right talent in there, and maybe the two worlds
I
collide
was about to
in
say
a
that
perfect
same
way.
thing.
Yeah.
I was about to say that same thing. He seems like more of a bridge coach, the way that, from an outsider looking in, like, you know, I'm a Celtics fan. From an outsider
Bridge
looking in,
coach.
he
Where'd
seems
you hear that from? Bridge coach.
like, you know, just like someone just like to hold the leash for a while until
Transitional.
someone that can really do the job comes along. But as opposed to the roster, like the Hornets have a lot of movable pieces. Like Terry Rozier, we know he's gonna get moved eventually. We know that, what do you call it? Either PJ Washington or Miles Bridges. I would say they should keep Bridges, but one of them are gonna get moved eventually, and Gordon Hayward is gonna get moved eventually. Like, they have a lot of movable pieces, and they will have a lot of cap space eventually. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but they do have a lot of pieces, and they are gonna make the playoffs next year. That's a fact.
Can I jump in real quick? So I've been watching the Hornets for like 7 years now. I started watching in 2015, so I'm familiar with some of Steve's work. And like, I do have to say, the level of just pure talent that we got on this squad now is nothing compared to what he was working with. But saying that, the East is a lot better. But I'm optimistic that he went from Kimba and Batum to Melo and Bridges. You feel me?
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
For real.
So
I
what?
dig that.
So Tyler, since seem like you're the most veteran Hornets fan, what'd you think about the trade talks, or even trade rumors or speculation that the Hornets are trying to move off of Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier and to the Lakers and get
Westbrook. I feel like
Oh,
Westbrook is a good decision if we buy him out. If he's playing any minutes for this team, I don't want it, because he's going to be taking the ball away from Melo. And we need Melo to be MVP type treatment. You feel me? Melo is the only reason we've been relevant, and the fact that we don't treat him like Trae Young is a tragedy.
Preach. Say that one more time.
Good-
Could you say
good
that
point.
again? Could you say that one more time, please?
Melo is the only reason we've been relevant in like 5, 6, 10 years, 20 years. And I don't know why they don't give him the Trae Young treatment.
for real.
Yeah. And
Because
then
they
you
hate
got
on
Mitch
the
Kupchak talking about he ain't gonna consult with him until they do this, and that.
Now,
You
I do
know,
have to say,
I don't really like
I'm a
that.
fan of what Mitch has done, just because, like, he doesn't gamble your future away. He did with the Lakers. He did with Luol Deng. He did with Mozgov, giving them stupid contracts.
Well, they had Kobe.
But for the Hornets, he has been smart with his moves. I feel like we just need to spend 2 years with Clifford, let him get our defense right, and then we get a new GM, we get a new coach, and then that's when we're in winning mode with Melo and Bridges.
now Steve Clifford. That's what he's known for, to be a defensive guru.
Mhm.
So
And
we'll see if he can.
He hates turnovers.
Yeah, we can see if he does that. But what I'm trying to look at is the game within the game. For him to hire Steve Clifford, that basically came out of the blue, right?
Mhm.
Because of Atkinson spurned him, he decommitted, rescinded on his commitment, and Steve Clifford seemed like to be a good, safe choice. But at the same time, he could be what they actually need because they
Yeah.
don't need much offense. They need defense. They need a defensive mindset, and
And
that's
I
what Steve Clifford is known for, bringing in defensive
yeah.
mindsets.
And I also think it's important that yes, he was an old coach for the Hornets, but he actually hasn't coached a single player that's on this roster. So you can look at it like he used to coach the team, but it's a completely different team. You know what I mean?
In a completely different time, because
Yeah.
like I said, these millennials in their mindset, a lot of them want instant gratification, and instant gratification basically basically is going to have to come through patience, diligence, and hard work and focus. That is a message that needs to be ringing through these young Hornets ears. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
Because
And also 6 years
Tyler,
ago, he could get away with throwing the ball to the block and Al Jefferson
all
posting
in
up 20 times a game and they still making the playoffs. But that ain't how the game is played anymore, so he's going to have to evolve.
Tyler,
Mhm.
who's the ideal big man you would say for the Hornets? Like if they were to make a trade, because obviously like that's what they're lacking the most.
Honestly,
That they can make an
everybody
honest
says
trade
Miles
for it. Not
Turner, but like I feel like Miles Turner tries to demand too much of the ball on offense. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I feel like somebody like I mean the only person that's available right now, I guess I would say would be like a Gobert because Gobert doesn't want.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking too, but
everybody wants him.
I don't really like Gobert like that, but I feel like
That's
that's
the
the
thing.
only
I don't even really like him like that. I don't feel like there's
him
really
or
any.
John Collins that are really options, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like he's the best of what you got available, and that's not even the best fit, really.
What about your draft pick this season?
Oh, Mark Williams. Mark Williams gonna be
Yes.
a beast, bro. He's gonna be nasty. And
Now you're not saying
the
that because
most
you're a
important
biased
stat
North
about Mark
Carolinian.
Williams is 72% free throw shooting. Because Plumlee, come on now, that man cannot be shooting 30% from the free throw line, and we expect to be a playoff team. Like, we need Plumlee out of here. We need him out of here. We need Kai Jones.